Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Well, a rogue judge is at it again. This is one of the most absurd rulings that I have ever seen, and it just goes to show the extreme lengths the Democratic Party will go to in order to protect fraudulent voting in the United States. That's right, a federal judge has really struck a blow that hurts election integrity in the United States, and the question on everybody's mind is why would he do that? But before we get into this story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. Join us. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, a federal judge in Washington, D.C., a rogue circuit court that should be defunded, if not outright dissolved by Speaker Mike Johnson, well, it has blocked a part of one of Donald Trump's executive orders that required voters to show proof of citizenship through passports or other documents before voting. And that would be through registration, for example. I don't see what the big deal is here. You have to use identification in order to get Social Security, do you not? Do you have to use identification to get a driver's license, to fly on a plane, to get WIC, to get SNAP, to get any other federal benefits? No, you have to show it. Why is voting the only exercise in the United States where it is controversial to show your photo ID before you can participate in a democratic process? Well, it is a very interesting question because the Democratic Party and their rogue judges who are on the bench pushing their agenda, they are making it quite clear that they want to protect illegal voting in the United States. So this federal judge, he has ruled that the March executive order issued by President Donald Trump is not valid. Multiple lawsuits have been filed to block different aspects of the order, including a part that bars counting mail-in ballots received after Election Day. So this district judge, Colleen Cotter-Cotterly, declined to block the part relating to counting the mail-in ballots, but did permanently block the proof of citizenship aspect, which was brought by the American Civil Liberties Union. A clue. Why don't you get one, okay, guys? Because you are not standing up for civil liberties. You are not protecting American citizens. You need to recognize that voting is something that is limited to American citizens. And if you cannot prove you're an American citizen, then you have no right to vote. Interesting thought, right? Why don't you wrap your brilliant legal minds around that very simple argument, okay? So the judge ruled that the portion was illegal because the U.S. Constitution gives states, not the president, the power to oversee elections. But here's the part that this judge is missing. It is already federal law on the books that you have to be a citizen to vote in the United States federal elections. So the president is empowered to enforce the law that is on the books. And that means ensuring through due process that the people who are voting are actually U.S. citizens. So this judge is not understanding that there is a law on the books. Just like the judges who are trying to oppose him on deportations don't understand, immigration law is already on the books. Congress voted for it. It is done. It is over. It is established. And the president is enforcing those laws on the book. So there is no legal controversy here except what is being invented by these radical leftists who need to be disbarred, and their courts need to be disfunded, and they need to be dissolved. These courts that they are sitting on. D.C. gotta go. We already learned about Judge Boasberg and the dirty deeds that he has been engaging in. And that's a different story, but he has shown time and time again through Russiagate and other scandals that he is compromised, he is not to be trusted, and enough is enough because this is not how a functioning constitutional republic works. So, the ACLU, all of these civil liberties groups, they are just Marxist activists. Let's call a spade a spade. They are not standing up for the law. They are not standing up for civil liberties. They are not standing up for our constitutional rights. I mean, where were they during COVID? They did absolutely nothing to stand up for civil liberties, whether it be religious freedom and the right to go to church, or freedom of travel, which is an internationally recognized right for human beings. And they did nothing. They don't care about civil liberties. ACLU, you're a fraud. And it's enough is enough, because you're just a bunch of radical losers, and you need to understand election integrity is important, or you do not have a functioning democracy. We need free and fair elections. That is what defines democratic republics, okay? And if you cannot get on board with that, you should just quit, or just call yourself what you really are, the Radical Loser Legal Con Artists Association, because you guys are a joke. Like, nobody respects you whatsoever. Everybody sees you for what you are. And ACLU, you can celebrate this, but we see you for who you are, and you are a bunch of legal hacks, okay? Well, weigh in with your own opinion, and we always thank you for watching Explain America.